I made over $10 million with emails for my clients, and this is how I designed them. By the way, I created a file with all my favorite, best performing email designs and a plug and play template, so check the link in the bio. I've been designing emails for the past 3 years, and on my way, I found a lot of different email designers. And number one rule is every designer has their own way of designing, obviously, and it's very unique. So first of all, most important, never compare yourself to someone else. With that being said, yes, there are a lot of email trends in the designs, and we see a beautiful email and we want to recreate it. But one, will it suit the brand that you're creating that email for? And two, is it really your style? Some of my favorite websites to look around, browse for some email designs is Really Good Emails. Really Good Emails is a free website where you have a bazillion of different designs, different brands, and you can really do some research here and obviously grab a lot of inspiration. Next, we have Milled, which is very similar to Really Good Emails. You have a lot of different designs with the subject lines. You can click here on the brands, and we have a lot of different, most popular brands in the United States, but also worldwide. So we can click and see the exact emails that they are sending. Next, we have mail charts, which the pro version that helped me a ton in the beginning is a bit pricey. It's $150 per month, but you have a lot of insights, and not only from the design, but also the whole logic behind the email campaigns, the email flows, inspiration, SMS, and everything. So this platform, this website is super valuable. Obviously, it's again pricey a little bit, but it's definitely worth it. And I recently discovered Email Love, which has also, again, a lot of different designs, emails, but also they have it with different categories, trends, occasions, Figma plugin. But again, I just like scrolling through the designs. And last but not least, good old Pinterest. Just type in email design and a bunch of different designs, inspirations will pop on your screen, and you can take it, get inspired, and implement it in your own way. Let's move on to where do I design all those emails. Majority of our clients are on Klaviyo, which in the beginning, I remember it was so complicated, and they came a long way from 3 years ago right now, how the email template build out looks like, because it looked completely different few years ago. And I remember when they came out first with the new variation of the email build out, it took me a while to get used to building the emails in the new way format, however you want to call it. But now I cannot even think about an easier way to build emails. And the cool thing is you can mix and match and do whatever you want in the platform in each email set provider. So my favorite way of doing those emails is combining images with text. And there is a ton of platforms, which the most popular one is obviously Figma, where we have designers working on the beautiful designs. But I am a fan and number one supporter of Canva, where I use it every single day. I tried Figma a couple of times. I think I still need to really find the time to just sit down and focus or go through a course. But going back, yes, Canva, it is enough to create a beautiful, well-performing email design. In Canva, for each client, I have a separate folder. So let me show you how to create one from scratch. Inside of Canva, I go to custom size. The width, I usually do 1000 and the height 1300 and create a new design. This, obviously, if the image is too big, it could be cut or cropped right inside of Klaviyo, so you have the proportions right. But the 1300 height is the ideal size of an image in the email that I usually use. So let's say we have a new brand that we're working. And let me mention this here too, that if you're creating the first email for a new client, all the inspiration you need is their branding, their website, their social media, any information that they give you. Study that for a good amount of time to really understand the branding and how you want to present that brand in the emails. So, for example, the colors, you take it from the website, other than obviously them giving you the brand guide. But if you don't know what CTA button to do, if it's circle, if it's going to be square, what color, usually you can always get inspired from their website. And if they had some other person doing their emails in the past, you can go over and see what was really working, what did they do before, what would you change in those templates if there is something that you would add to a footer or something you would remove, if the logo is okay, if everything looks good on the desktop, but also if it's mobile optimized. So there's a lot of digging in and research to do once you have a new client, even before sitting down and creating the first email design. So let's say our new client is Obvi, and we are going to create a first page. I would call it like a cheat sheet, where we have all the colors, all the fonts, all the images, the CTA button styles, and elements that we would use in those emails. So I already downloaded their logo. And the amazing thing with Canva is if we upload an image here, we have a very, sometimes even the same color or very similar color to the one that is used in that image. But if we want to be even more precise with the color from an image, we do a screenshot of that picture, or if it's downloaded, and you go to color picker and upload the image there to get the exact hex number color to use. Okay, so going back to their website, let's scroll and see the vibe here. So already we can see the main color is obviously pink because the logo is pink, the website has pink elements, and the packaging is mainly pink. The CTA buttons are rounded. Social, oh, they have a pop of purple, which is also great because the more colors we have, technically, and not technically, but the more colors that the brand has that we can also implement in the email designs is always great because it gives us a lot of different options to play around here. So let's go back here and create our call to action button, which I can't click. Why can I click? Okay. My call to action button. And this is how I usually do it. Let's use that pink. And here, right over here, we can have shop now. Obviously using their fonts. And here we can choose from a lot of different fonts on Canva, but if they have their own, you can also easily upload a font over here and use their custom fonts. So once we have all the information that we really need to be consistent with our designs, so from the logo, the colors, the call to action buttons, and the fonts, we now begin to design the emails here. And I do this for every brand, and usually also keep the months separate. So for example, it's April, so let's do April Obvi. So that way I can just clone my previous email design over here and over here and again and again, and just make those tweaks. Because once you already have the initial email template, then you just update the text, the images, sometimes the colors, the layout. You can add more, you can add some more images, you can, well, depending technically on the email that you're creating. But this is my way of doing the emails and creating images on Canva. And my recent discovery, thanks to a client, is an app called WordSwag, which I love using right now, especially for designing hero images, because you can upload an image there and they have a lot of different styles of the font and the layout of the font. So definitely I would recommend. It's like a couple of bucks a month, but it's totally worth it. So that would be all in this video. You have my blueprint, how I design an email from A to Z. And if you have any questions, please feel free to send me a message, leave a comment. I will be more than happy to help you guys out.